Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Divine Traveler, the tale behind the stone walls. In my series Terracotta Temples of Bengal, this is episode number 7 and I cover the famous temple complex and temples of Pathra in Midnapore. Pathra is a village and Gram Panchayat in Midnapore Shodor in Medinipur Shodor subdivision of the Paschim Medinipur district in the state of West Bengal. Pathra is a village of temples with hundreds of small temples. Unfortunately, many of the temples are in bad shape because of lack of preservation, damaged by the Kongshobati river and vandalizing by the locals. There are 34 temples with enriched terracotta artwork. Most of the temples were built by Ghoshal, later changed to Mazumdar and Banerjee families. Under the Nawabs of Bengal, these families were appointed to hereditary feudatory positions, and Vidyananda Ghoshal, who established the Ghoshal-Mazumdar line in Pathra, was originally a revenue collector of the Ratna Chowk Pargana under Nawab Alivardi Khan. Baidyanath Ghoshal built several temples which did not please his employer. Alivardi sentenced him to death and Baidyanath Ghoshal was thrown in front of an elephant to be trampled to death. But the elephant refused to crush Baidyanath to death, and the Nawab, considering this as a miracle, let him free and continued building more and more temples. The place came to be known as Pathra. Pa means elephant, feet. Uttara means escape. The Ghoshal family adopted the title of Mazumdar and continued with the temple building spree. The Bandopadhyay family of Pathra also joined the temple building spree, which continued till the end of 18th century. Initially, with no initiative from the government or Archaeological Survey of India, it was Yasin Pathan, a local resident, who waged a lonesome battle for the preservation of the temples. Beyond all sorts of political and social issues, Pathan stuck to his commitment on revival of the site and ultimately was able to convince both the villagers and politicians for the revival. Full credit for the current state of Pathra to Yasin Pathan. All the temples of Pathra have been categorized as a monument of national interest. The temples of Pathra can be classified into three complexes, namely Navaratna Temple Complex, Kalachan Temple Complex and Rashpancho Temple Complex. Apart from these, there are isolated temples like Dhammaraj Temple and Shitala Temple. The Rashmoncho temple complex is situated after a left turn from the main highway beyond the Kalachan temple complex, followed by a winding dirt road past a small unknown Atchala temple built by the Bandopadhyay family. It is also known as Bandopadhyay temple complex. The temple complex of the Bandopadhyay family includes 3 Pancharatna brick built Shiva temple, octagonal Rashmoncho, the Kachari Bari and 2 other minor Shiva temples. The 3 Pancharatna temples have fine terracotta ornamentation, while the Rashmoncho has its share of stucco ornamentation. The octagonal Rashmoncho with its 9 pinnacle definitely stands out among the rest. The Kalachan temple complex is the most elaborate of the temple complex in Pathra. It lies on the left hand side of the road for visitors arriving from midnapore town. The Kalachan temple complex, a rectangular flat roofed structure with its decorative pillars supporting 5 arched gateways, lies next to the road. Behind it lies 3 Archala, Shiv Mandir and a temple built in Pancharatna style. Beyond that lies one rectangular roofless laterite structure fronted by a veranda locally known as Durga Mandapa. Next to the Durga Mandap lies the dilapidated Jamindar's mansion, the staircase of which still exists and provide access to the roof. Further down the road stands 2 temples built in Archala and Pancharatna style. The temples of Kalachan complex only have traces of terracotta ornamentation with no intricate details. Apart from these, the temple complex also houses several ruined structures completely covered with vegetation. Opposite the Kalachan temple complex stands the Navaratna temple complex centered around the towering Navaratna temple. This is the only 9 pinnacle temple of Pathra and the tallest of all temples in the town. Entrance is on the eastern side through a triple arched entrance and the front face of the temple is covered with terracotta ornamentation. The complex also houses 4 flat roofed Shiva temples and a small but decorative Tulsi Mancho. The stand-alone Dharmaraja temple lies on the right-hand side of the road and next to the Kongshabati river. Back to the main road and a short distance on the left is the Shitala Mandir. The temple is said to house the family deity of Mazumdar Ghoshal and is popularly known as Burimar Than. Built probably in the first part of the 18th century and follows the Deul style of the architecture, it is the only Deul style temple of Pathra. The Shaptaratha Shikhara of the temple is topped by round Amalaka and Kalasha. Next to the Shitala Mandir is ruined structure totally covered with vegetation. Although most of the terracotta panels have been destroyed or defaced, a handful of them survived. A statue of Vishnu Lokeshwaran of 9th century AD, an artifice of great archaeological value, making clear evidences of fusion of Hindu and Buddhist tenets. was discovered during the excavation of a tank in 1961. Also discovered was a partially damaged Ashtadhatu twin statue of Radha Krishna. Besides, two pair of Radha Krishna statues were also discovered in a partially damaged condition from the waters of river Kongshabati. Amongst the existing relics, there were innumerable earthen terracotta sculptures on the walls of most of the temples, most of which had been stolen or defaced. Still, a few have survived, such as bird hunting scenes, Siddhi preparing Mohanto, Sri Chaitanya Lord Balaram Dashavatar, incarnations of Matsya Kurma, Narsingh Deva Dasharatha, Ram, Buddha, Krishna, Yashoda, Krishna Lila, Rama, Hanumana, Sita, and love scenes between Krishna and Radha, etc. So friends, with this I come to the end of episode number 7. Till I come up with another fascinating episode on the terracotta temples of Bengal, do take care of yourselves and bye for now.